Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Magicite. So a lot of people suggested, going with that RNG idea that I suggested where we reroll classes and items and races and etc, in a hopes of, or a hat as well I should say, in hopes of getting some randomized runs, but another person suggested something that struck my fancy. Why don't we try to unlock Pick Folk? So a 100% chance of unlock after beating the game without using an HP potion. So I think I'm going to try this, and it's going to require going with a pretty dex-focused builds, and we'll take, I think we'll take the Batwing hat to avoid taking damage, and we definitely don't want to forget the companion that gives us +1 HP per floor. That's going to be extraordinarily useful. As for stats, I think healthy is a good stat, because we need as much HP as possible. Like a healthy and defensive, maybe, or healthy and Big Eater. Big Eater Gatherer, not really what I want. Big Eater Artisan, not what I want. We can't use Potion Brewer. Woodcutter seems borderline useless to me, considering how little I use wood. Let's see. Any combination of, like, Big Eater, because that'll be a way to replenish health. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Healthy and Big Eater. So, the way that we'll replenish our HP on this run is by, getting as much, Oh, we're not a Dwelfier. Sorry. Yeah, we are. Okay, close. My mistake. I was wondering why our dex is freaking 2. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, we'll be Healthy and Big Eater. The reason here is that that's the only way we're going to be able to replenish our HP is by, being a Big Eater. By eating in general, I should say. So we can't use HP potion. Herbs, I have to remember, because this is like a no gold run in Spelunky type situation. Herbs are useless. Very important thing to keep in mind. Don't accidentally craft herbs into potions and then end up using them like a big ol' idiot. Alright, so that thing's jumping further and further away, so I'm going to quickly make a pick. By the way, thank you guys again for the incredible support on Magicite. You might have noticed videos are slowing down a little bit. I'm not necessarily considering, canceling the series or anything overly dramatic like that. It's just that, episodes take a long time to produce. Not that long, I guess. But they take longer than producing something like XCOM, for example, which is still very much, in full swing. So there's been a little bit of a lag time with respect to producing those so far, but I hope to get back into it as time goes on here. Again, don't necessarily think that 1 or 2 days without Magicite videos means the series is canceled. I like the game a whole lot. I'm just trying to find ways to keep it fresh, keep it going. So I crafted a sword pretty quickly. My thinking being that this will help us out a lot. We probably won't be able to use. That's not what we want. We probably won't be able to use arrows for quite some time, because we need to get either a lot of bone or a lot of stone in order to start using those. So, what's the most important thing? Most important thing, don't accidentally use potions. Second most important thing, difficult enemies whenever possible, gotta use arrows. Like, for example, this bee, let's use 2 stone right now, craft some arrows, and take it out. I'm not gonna be too shy about this, because the most important thing is not, finishing the game in X amount of time. The most important thing is just finishing this game without getting hit. Every time we get hit, it's going to take us a long time to make up for that damage loss. So the more we can level up, the better it'll be as well. That'll give us extra HP, which is extremely important while we're at the HP cap. Should be able to get this stone without getting hit, yeah. Not too worried about those slimes down there. Again, experience, important. But most importantly is just not taking damage and harvesting as many ingredients as possible. Okay, this scares the shit out of me. I know there's a lot of stone down there. Oh, that was a really good jump. But at the same time, I'm not really concerned about the stone as much as I'm concerned about not getting hit. Unlike our average run, HP is definitely our most precious resource right now. I'm going to turn stone like exclusively into arrows for now. That should give us a chance to kill this boar, which will be good for experience. There's less enemies around. That's what I'm hoping is going to help us out a little bit here. I'm worried that boss is going to start dropping those things from the sky that it often does. This also allows us to kill these pigs, which is important for some extra experience. So this is going to be a little bit more of a strategic run than your average Magicite run, which is good because honestly, not to say the Magicite is an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but now that I've got the formula figured out for how to beat Magicite on a dex-focused run, I'm pretty sure it's very repeatable. The only question now would be like how to get the highest scores possible, right? And I'm not really a score attacky type gamer. Like in FTL, you could ask me what my best score is. I have no idea. I know that I've beaten the flagship a couple times, though. A few times, actually. That was almost terrible damage. So yeah, I don't really have any interest in doing a score attack type thing in Magicite. I'd rather just make things more difficult on myself and, try to unlock all the stuff. I think that'd be cool. That would be a logical kind of progression for the series, I think. Good crits. We are going to hit level 5 on this floor. You know, nothing to necessarily write home about, but it's nice nonetheless. 8 arrows left should mean that we can kill this bee fairly easily. Our deck still sucks. And, you know, there might be some people who would say that for hats, I should go with, like, a Robin Hood hat or something like that instead. But I very much disagree. I think that the Batwing hat is top tier, in my opinion at least. So we're going to spec up into Dex, just in case we get the Wisp, which is super good. I've basically never been able to use that arrow effectively. That Dex skill that we just got effectively. Hopefully that changes as we move on, but we'll farm up as much wood as possible. Maybe sell, you know, some of it, and it can help us get iron level gear. Like an iron level pick would be an awesome thing to buy. Let's move on here. So we're going forest again, not because we want the potions, just because it's a little easier than other areas. So we can sell all our herbs. I don't think we can combine them into anything else. Maybe we'll make bone gear instead of stone gear with the leather that we have as well. We can't really do anything with that leather yet, but... okay, so meat we want to combine... you know what? We have an even number of stones, so we should combine coal in order to maximize our arrow output. And we're going to need to eat a lot of meat, but... I'd rather not eat it until we actually lose HP if possible. Like, maybe eat a little meat to keep our hunger up. And we're going to get so much meat that it doesn't matter. So, like, that way we won't starve to death by accident, which would cause us a lot of damage as well. We'll make some stone arrows, like so. But, yeah, we're not really putting ourselves at too much of a disadvantage here is what I'm trying to get at. You should be here. Okay, can we buy... We can't buy iron level gear. We could buy a bone pick. We could make a bone pick, though. And I would rather save up for maybe iron gear later. So, sure, let's get a bone pick. We'll make it ourselves. Like this. And 1, 2, 3. Like so. There we go. So we lose the dex bonus, but it's no big deal. That goes there, and we're good to go. Remember, we have an open inventory slot because we don't need potions anymore. We don't want potions anymore, perhaps more accurately, but we do still want experience as much as is humanly possible. I really thought that you would die in 3 hits. My mistake, I guess. Now we'll be able to get iron, though. It's pretty important, like, on your first or second floor to be able to get up to that tier. Otherwise, you're going to have a very, very hard time, you know, coming back, I think. You put yourself very much behind the 8 ball if you don't go for that stuff as soon as possible. I'm not trying to speedrun here or anything. I'm just, you know, I'm ignoring enemies that are going to really suck our stone and give us not an amazing amount of experience as a result. See, like... I know that that's based on our dex stats, so that's why I didn't do so much damage right off the bat, but also I still kind of feel like that skill sucks a little bit. You may agree or disagree. That's okay. You're entitled to agree or disagree, but just know that I disagree with you. Okay, 14 arrows. Should allow us to kill this boar. And you know, I would love to kill the beehive. I just don't think the time is right now. We're taking as much meat as possible, of course. If we take damage, that's going to be how we're going to... oh, our axe broke. If we take damage, meat is how we're going to replenish our HP. Meat and our companion. So far, so good. We haven't used any. I would be surprised if I can get this on the first try. You know, it's a little bit like doing a challenge run in Spelunky or something like that. You don't expect it to work out the first time. You expect that it's going to require some practice, but so far, so good. It's really once we get down to more difficult floors that I expect we'll run into maybe a little bit of an issue. Alright, take out our sword. It's a moment of truth. Don't get hit by this slime. And I really, really can't stress enough how much I love the Batwing. I know a lot of my runs are kind of looking samey right now because I take the Batwing so often as my hat. It's hard to say no to it, though, because the dodging is so useful from both like an offensive and a defensive standpoint. And I'm hoping that these slimes, this is the first time I'll ever say this, but I'm hoping these slimes actually pay out with bone more than they pay out with herb. Because the herb is mostly not useful to me, whereas the bone is craftable into, well, I'll probably use it for armor, but that's going to depend on our varying levels of stone and bone. I kind of wish that there was more of a delineation between stone and bone. Like, as of right now, like, stone and bone are the same tier, but I kind of wish that maybe they were delineated in a different way. Maybe they are if you're crafting armor. Like, maybe you get, like, intelligence from bone instead of dex from stone. I don't know. Anyway, all I'm trying to get at is maybe you get more HP from stone. I'm not totally sure, but what I'm getting at is that there's not really much of a meaningful difference right now, so I find that kind of unfortunate. But anyway, we're going to the forest again because it's easy, and we want to, you know, farm up minerals. We want to get as many arrows as we possibly can, and we want to not get hit, which is the most important part of this whole procedure. HP potions get sold. Raw meat does not get sold. I don't know what I was thinking there for a second. We can start making some gear. We can make stone gear. We can't quite make bone gear yet. I guess because I made a bone pick. Sell our fabric. We don't have an even number, so we can... Oh, shit. Now we have an even number. I accidentally crafted 3 fire starters, which is the dumbest play I've made in a while. But coal and stone are easy to come by, so... You know, in all honesty, I'll probably just sell that, those surplus fire starters to keep the inventory space, even though we don't necessarily need it. We'll eat 1 piece of meat just to keep our hunger at bay for now. That was a really dumb decision, and maybe I'm making it worse by selling the fire starters, but whatever. Again, fire starters have never been hard to come by ever since, especially I figured out how to just combine stone and coal, not just coal and coal. Plus, we already have enough cooked meat for now. So we could make leather gear. I kind of think we should wait until we... Oh, you know what? We can make some iron gear. We should probably make an iron pick first, though, and get rid of this bone pick. And that way we can start getting gold and diamondite, stack it up little by little, right? So we only need 2, actually. So we'll do it like that. And that. And then 1, 2, 3. And take this back. Okay. Do we have No. Okay. I was gonna say, do we have like a sword that we can purchase? We can purchase a stone sword, but I really have no interest in purchasing a stone sword. We can save that money, purchase an iron sword, maybe on the next level. So bone pick, you can be sold. Everything else, I think we're good to go. I don't think we should sell sticks or anything like that. And we'll turn our stone into arrows. Like so. Still no gear, but I still haven't taken any damage, so I feel pretty good about that. This might be a floor where we can expect to start killing bosses. I might be a little bit optimistic in that thought. We'll see how our levels go. And we'll see how our arrows go. And we'll see how our HP looks, because if our HP looks terrible, obviously I'm not going to attempt fate by fighting, you know, Pirate Lady or something like that. But if we have Weird Dinosaur Monster, I would probably give that a, you know, a little old college try. It's the easiest boss, especially from afar. Pirate Lady is the trickiest, and of course there's Pirate Lady. Does she get aggroed if I just walk under her? I think the answer to that question is no. So just be cool. I wanted to see where this slime jumped. Oh, that was close to our first... There's our first damage. Little disappointed, but hey, our familiar, or companion I should say, does heal us up 1 per floor, so we don't even have to waste any cooked meat to try to get this sorted out. So our sword is about to break. That's okay. We could craft a stone sword, or we could just buy one. I really like buying swords as far as gear goes, but we'll see. If I have to craft one, I have to craft one. Good, 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 good. That way we can save our money and buy a stone something else. And we actually cannot... Oh, we can. Make a stone blade... Oh, no, we can't. I'm an idiot. We could just use our axe quickly to kill these slimes. Or a bow. Bad damage. Don't let it get you down. Just want to get a little bit more stone so I can actually craft a stone sword. Well, how are we going to get this stone? I think that's pretty obvious. Continue using a wooden axe to kill other enemies here. Just try not to take damage in the process. That's not helping anybody out. Of course, like, the run where I can't use HP potions, I'm just getting herbs non-stop. Please tell me there's another mineral deposit somewhere nearby. Doesn't appear so. Boar is aggroed. Okay, that sucks. Well, we'll just do this, you know, a little bit of the cumbersome way, but that's okay. Just got some bone. We could probably craft a bone sword faster than a stone sword. Oh well, though. Leveled up. We're 1 level away from our next skill. Probably leveling up a little bit slower than I'm used to, but it's good nonetheless. Oh, man, we have so many herbs. I clicked on the potion, and I almost used it. But luckily, I left-clicked instead of right-clicked. We should probably take that off our quick bar so that doesn't happen. Alright, so now we have enough stone to craft a stone sword. Let's get that done. Stop fighting enemies with our axe. I want to do that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, so stone sword, you know, it's not going to carry us for the entire game, but it's appropriate for the level that we're at right now. I would rather just use bow and arrow to kill this enemy. There we go. 10th level approaching. I will go for more dex skills because I think the Wisp is super useful for killing the Scourge wall at the end of the game. So far, so good on no potions. And we're going to keep going to the forest. And if this bothers you, keep in mind what the actual objective of this challenge run is. Beat the level, or beat the game without using a single HP potion. That's a step I would not have considered possible relatively recently, even in my Magicite career. It's only now that it seems like it could be doable. Alright, so we're back up to 10 HP, which is great. Sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Because we can eat some... Well, we don't even have a fire starter right now, but that doesn't matter yet. Oh, our stone sword actually gives us a little bit of a magic bonus. Not that that's useful, but there we go. We actually got our hunger back up to full. Or, sorry, our HP back up to full. Alright, so we sell our herb. We now can make one piece of bone gear, but maybe we just want to go straight to iron gear and turn bone into arrows. We're getting a little low on stone arrows. So we can make, 25 bone arrows instead. I think that's a good idea, actually. I think we should skip a tier if we can. No reason not to. So we take 3 of these and 1, 2, 3. 3 of those. That'll make us some, oh, we have to go to the leather worker to actually combine them. That'll make us some quick, elegant leather, I think. Is that what it's called? We'll never know. There we go. Elegant cloak. Okay, so that's extra dex for us, which is great. We'll definitely buy a golden pick. I know we used iron for this only recently. Probably should have just skipped a tier there, but that's fine. There we go. So 601 will take us... I mean, we could buy a golden sword, but I still think a golden pick is way more important for teching up quickly. What else? What else do we want to do here? Could make some bone gear, but again, I think we should just stick with iron, and we'll make a bone sword. Sorry, not a bone sword. An assortment of bone arrows instead. And we'll keep both stone and bone on us right now. Good. So far, so good. We still... we can eat some more meat quickly. We still have not used any potions. And we haven't really, truth be told, put ourselves in even that dire of a strait. So it feels pretty okay. Let's move on, nerds, then. Into the forest we go. That bee aggroed super quickly, and I fucked up a jump, which, weirdly enough, became, like, the most dire part of this run so far. And, oh man, our gear is actually helping us out a ton here. You know, the dex, if you get plus 4 points in dex, there's no complicated mathematical formula. You do 4 more damage. And that's saving us, roughly, here's our dex skill. It is the Wisp, thankfully. That's saving us, roughly an arrow per enemy at this point. Except maybe on slimes, which we could have one-shot regardless, but... Oh, that was a risky play. But I'm happy to have it regardless. The Wisp is, like, the greatest skill, I think. Are we missing any, Are we missing any minerals up there? Did I get overly aggressive and just run away? Oh, man. He got too close to be hit by the arrow, but still didn't get tagged by me. That's super lucky. Or I still didn't get tagged by him, I should say. That it really is incredibly lucky how that worked out for me. Okay, slime's gonna go. Good. There were minerals back here that I missed. Let's get them. We need them. The ironite is extremely useful for a number of purposes, which you've probably heard me talk about ad nauseum over the course of the Let's Play so far. I'm very, very pleased with my performance so far. We're at full HP, plenty of meat backing us up. Sounded a little awkward, but that's okay. Oh, big misses. Don't use that as your pet name for your significant other, by the way. That probably won't work out very well for you. And 2 hits should be enough. Good, good, good. Okay, now we're at a position where I feel if we get enough minerals to farm arrows, basically, I'm comfortable fighting some bosses. And that'll help us out a lot because, every time we level up our dex, that's +1 damage, which means we use less arrows overall. And it all feeds back into, all the systems are connected. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Have fun at work. Yeah, I'll meet you. I'll meet you when you're done. All right. I don't know how I feel about fighting this bee hive. Let's put the bone arrow up here. Let's turn this into this, and then that into that, and that'll make another 20 of these. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's do this. We'll try to aggro the bees. This could be a terrible decision. But we get the second bee to come out. Oh, it did. And I'm dumb. I took some damage, but that's all right. We can recover from that. And then, good. I do want that experience, because that's the whole reason I'm going through with this to begin with. Might as well kill this guy, because he's aggroed to me. And we'll kill this guy, too, just to, you know, weed out the riffraff here before we finish the fight. Then what I'm thinking is we stand real far away, just bash the crap out of it. And now that we have a trillion bees, we use the wisp, we go back to our bow and arrow, and then we just start picking them off one by one. Is this a smart decision? It appears to be working out so far, so I'll let you decide. Yeah, I would say that overall that worked out pretty well for us. I lost that experience up there, but apart from that, I'm pretty pleased with the way that went down. And we'll kill you in much the same way. We even leveled up Dex once there. Should go rush that experience down. We're minus 2 HP, almost minus 3 right there. But truth be told, that's not so bad. I think that was a very smart way to handle that situation. And, man, it's weird. My magic is actually over my mana is over healed right now, or overcharged. Terrible bit of damage right there. As always, you know, I hope you play better than I do. No intellectual reason for that mistake, just a loss of focus. Probably gonna hit level 13 by the end of this level. And we don't have a choice of the forest anymore. We have Veldt, we have caves, and we have Veldt again. So I am thinking that we will probably go to the caves. Caves are really good for minerals. We only have to fight bosses if we want to fight bosses. And, you know, relatively easy enemies. The mineral gain is going to be the biggest thing for me, though. Can I not pick up the stick? No, I can. Don't give him the stick. Okay, that would have been an overly aggressive jump. And we can only eat 2 pieces of meat, but that might be enough to help us get to full HP, considering our companion exists as well. And we go to the caves. Very pleased with this run so far. This is District 8, so this next level will be our last one before the turn, you know, before we switch to part 2 of the episode. And I'm relatively pleased with the performance as is. So get rid of this, get rid of this. Coal becomes a fire starter. This is important. I really wish that, and if you're listening, Sean, you know, I'm not trying to tell you how to design your game. It's already wonderful. But it would be awesome if you could just shift-click to combine uncooked meat with fire starter, and it would automatically turn it into a stack of cooked meat, rather than having you click here. It might, you know, maybe give them the option of doing it, because there's probably some tactical ways to use a fire starter on the fly to make cooked meat, you know, one by one. Maybe you'd rather do that. We're almost at full HP here. But I have no interest in that, so I would save time, let's put it that way, if that was implemented as such. So we have 44 of those arrows. Let's not craft stone arrows yet, just because it'll take up an inventory spot. We'll go down to our smelter. Can we make... Yeah, we can make another piece of iron gear. Barely, but we can. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And get that. And we go... where's the leather? There we go. 1, 2, 3. That's not how you're supposed to do that. And we get 3 pieces of that. And we'll take that to the leather worker. And that will give us some more dex gain, which is very important, of course. And that'll make a hat. 1, 2, 3. Good. What else could we possibly want here, right? We're not going to buy anything because our money is too low, basically. Sure. Well, let's go to the next level. We have enough arrows to support ourselves, I'd say. Let's begin. Maybe I should put, like, some kind of magical skill in that fifth quickbar slot, because I'm not using it for anything else. Okay, so these are going to take 3 arrows each. That's pretty nasty, actually. If possible, might be for the best to just hit them with my sword. But my sword is still just a stone sword, so as good as I feel about this run so far, we're still in a position where, you know, we're a little bit... Oh, no. Oh, please tell me I didn't accidentally misfire into a broodmother egg. Thank God. Okay, well, we've already hit 2 brood eggs by accident with, like, 1 renegade shot. Hopefully that doesn't end up causing us... Oh, Jesus. Gargantuan problems here, you know? Now, I think maybe every time we lose 1 HP, we should just eat some cooked meat. Gives us a better chance, the best chance possible. Like, anytime we're low on HP, lower than full, and we notice that we're down, why not, right? Save some arrows by fighting these guys like so. If we get hit, it'll be problematic. That's not what I meant to do. But if we don't get hit, we're fine. So yeah, that way we get, you know, a chance to heal per 1 hunger as opposed to a chance to heal every 3 hunger, which obviously is better, I think. At least. Okay, what's our last dex skill? It's the Direwolf, which I think is actually, you know, not so amazing. But I like it against the Scourge Wall because it does, like, some passive damage. Oh, shit! Direwolf pushed me into harm's way there. So this is not going amazingly right now. Stone Sword's gonna go. That's alright. We have enough stone to make another one, but maybe we want to switch to an iron sword. But we can't make an iron sword on the fly, so... yeah, that's another reason I don't really like the Direwolf. Sometimes it can put you in a bad position. I was trying to shoot a little under that, that animal there. That bug, I should say, because I didn't want to accidentally hit that brood egg. Fuck myself forever. Good, another level. We're actually losing more and more HP because I don't think we get the plus... oh, we do get the plus HP when it happens. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to make another stone sword quickly. You know, I'd rather not, but we're going to. Even if we will, like, make an iron sword later. Just put this down there. Okay, and we're at 11 HP again. We should really just keep cooked meat up here. That's our way to replenish HP, and it actually did work out for us there. 24 bone arrows still. May want to switch to stone arrows. And, eventually. But for now, we've got way more bone arrows than stone arrows. That might be enough for our first piece of gold equipment, I'm not sure. We already have a gold pick, though, so we'd probably just save it for armor. Okay. Pretty good so far. And we're at 11 HP again, so let's munch on some meat quickly. Good, good, good. All right. Thank God cooked meat actually has a chance to heal you here. Now, could easily accidentally hit the brood egg. Be very cautious, thank you. Like, I would just much rather not fight this bad in general. I'm gonna try to bait it out here. There we go. Now, if it doesn't come from me, it's easy. Almost stepped on that brood egg. That would have been problematic. And, don't miss. That's my... oh, what the hell was I thinking there? I thought he would be dead after that. I got a little too aggressive. This is dumb. Slow down. You're still fine. Just slow down. This is a classic Northernlion problem. You know, get a little bit rushing and never works out in your favor. Come on, bug. There we go. Yeah, just... we can just keep like a level head. We'll be okay. This sword is actually worse than our last one. Because the last one had some magical enchanting ability. Thank you. And yeah, just jump again. Much appreciated. Come on, baddie. And maybe a little bit more. Be happy to leave and get the extra HP gain from our companion. I think we can jump up here and take this guy relatively easily. Very good. 2 bats aggroed at the same time? No. That's an axe. Don't miss. Oh shit, we're out of arrows. That was bad timing for that one. We have 2 bone arrows. This makes a bunch of stone arrows. That'll make 40 roughly. 43. Alright, they do the same damage. Should at least. Just wanted to make sure it was safe to go down there, and it isn't, so... again, I almost just 2-shot that guy thinking that would be enough. It's not. There we go. We leveled up at least. Half HP. That's, you know, a big loss relative to where we were previously. But if our hunger ends up... oh, man, we're lucky he came down there. Otherwise, that would have hit the brood egg. Let's eat quickly. Thank God that worked out. And I guess it's time to go, huh? That was some fairly tight dodging there. I want the minerals! I know the Scourge is coming. We've got to be close to the end, though. Like, oh man, we're not quite as close to the end as I thought we were. Thank God. And, oh, okay, we're definitely going to the Veldt. That was a little scary. We did get, you know, there's our HP back there. We can eat a little. Worked out very much in our favor. I appreciate that a great deal. What else do we have? We have, well, spider webs can be sold. Cooked chicken can be sold. We don't need to sell it, but we don't need to eat it either. I don't think we need to save 2 bone arrows. Alright. That's that. I think we're about ready to tech up to the point where we're exclusively using iron for... Well, not exclusively, but using iron as like a supplementary arrow. So let's come down to our smelter. That was an interesting floor. I don't know how I feel about that. And we want to give him 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because that will make us an iron shield. Apart from that, we can make an iron sword, or we could just buy a gold sword and save our iron for arrows, which I'd rather do. So let's save our iron right now, and just so it's raw still. We'll buy this. Just so we can keep our inventory safe. Golden sword's gonna help out a lot here. Okay, I think that's it for this floor. Yeah. As always, thanks for watching. It's been an interesting run so far. I think we're doing all right considering we're not allowed to use any potions for the entirety of the thing. I hope we're able to actually complete it here, or at least give it a good college try. But again, if you want to see part 2, that'll be linked in the video description below. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more Magicite. Like this part if you enjoyed it. Don't leave it neglected just because you want to rush on to part 2. And again, thanks for your support in the series so far. It means the world to me. And thanks specifically for watching this. I'll be back in whatever length of time it takes you to click on part 2.